Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. My name is Joycelyn Dadsy. I'm the owner and CEO of Joy Law Incorporated, a company I formed to help everyday people with no business background start their own successful online business. Of course, we provide all the training and materials you need. Let's Talk Business with Joy is a program to bring in people from all walks of life with to tell us about business and wealth creation and investment and anything to better our lives. It is for that reason that I invited a very special guest all the way from Canada to come and talk to us. So please help me welcome Masa.
Hi, Joycelyn. How are you doing?
I'm good, Masa. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation today.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's my pleasure. I'm very excited to be here with you today.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
For sure, yes. As you said, my name is Masa. I am from Canada, Nova Scotia. I've been living here for the last 17 years with my family. I immigrated here first with my parents, and then I have a family of my own. I have an 8-year-old son. And by profession, I'm an insurance underwriter. I've been doing insurance banking for years and years in Canada, and I have been a very proud digital business owner, digital marketer within the last almost year.
All right. So tell me more about that. What made you pivot to the digital world?
Oh well, that's that's a longer story, but I will kind of keep it short for everyone to just not make it too long, too boring for maybe some people. So I never thought that I will join actually the digital world. I'm that kind of a traditional person that I thought always kind of studying, working, getting retired, getting my pension, and all those stuff.
Yeah.
But when my son was born, actually, that uh, hit me very hard. I was thinking like I'm gonna be sending him to daycare like anyone else. That he needs to be social and everything. And he was very very attached to me. He went through lots and lots of emotional situation. He went through separation anxiety because of me being at work for like 8 hours being away from him. So in Canada, we are lucky. We get like 1 year of mat leave, but still, he was like too young to send him to daycare after 1 year. But I didn't have any choice. So that was the time that technically it, the life throw this at me that you have to think outside of your traditional way, probably finding another ways. So
Yeah.
that was the first thing that I started to think about it, but I was very scared to try anything outside of an employee kind of a mindset.
Yeah.
So it took me another 5 6 years, and then pandemic happened, and again lots of things, as you know, like changes. The whole lifestyle technically got very like very expensive, and
Yeah.
we started to think about a plan B. So, and I had this in the back of my mind that I want to spend more time with my son, with my husband, and especially my son, like as long as he is still not dependent and he's home, I want to stay like have more time with him. So I started to look around, and that was the time that I followed a girl, like that was some sort of a the same things, the same live that I saw from her in LinkedIn. And it kind of clicked because she was a mom, she was a financial advisor, and she was doing this on the side. So I said, like, this is it. I have to try it.
Yeah.
Either it's a good fit for me, or if it's not, at least it's worth it. I say, like, I've tried something.
Yeah.
And I came in. I technically took the leap of faith, I think, what I did that time. And I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying it. And I'm learning a lot from it. And I also, at the same time, learning and earning, which
Yeah.
is a win win.
It is. It is. Oh wow. I always tell people, I'm like, you guys are so lucky. At least your kid is 8.
Yes.
I'm a nurse right here in the USA, and I used to work the 3 to 11 shifts.
Wow.
And I tell you, I didn't see my kids. I didn't see my kids. I saw them as they go to school in the morning, and then I don't see them again till the following day.
Oh my God.
Because yeah, my husband worked the day shift, so when he came home in the afternoon, he will be with them whilst I'm at work. And then by the time I come home at 12:30 midnight, they are sleeping. So
Yeah.
I see them in the morning, they go to school, I don't see them again to the following. I mean, for years and years, that was my schedule.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wish I had thought about this a long time ago and figured something out way before now. But yeah, I switched, and what I do now, I have a little more flexibility. I see them, I come home early, we have dinner, and then I do this on the side. But can you, if I had seen this a long time ago,
Oh,
you
I
know?
know. I feel the same, but it's never too late.
Yeah.
At least
It's
we
just,
know that there are other options out there. And
yeah,
you're right, like because we get very kind of like busy with our own life and we live it the same way, we don't think or look at other options usually.
yeah,
And that was why for me and you, I think the same, it took
yeah,
us too long to figure out that no, we have to kind of find other ways. It's not
yeah.
one way, just it's like life has like a lot more to offer for sure.
And like you said, I had no idea. I thought, you just go to school, get a
Mhm.
job, and work till pension time, and then
Yeah.
collect pension. It was actually a financial book that led me to this business, because that's when they said, well, you need to create passive income. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
had no idea.
No, me neither.
Yeah. So my question to you is, what exactly were you looking in a business system? Like, what were some of the features you were looking for? What was it with this particular system that made you think, huh, I found the right one?
So the biggest thing for me, because I had no background in business, neither
Yeah.
my parents and like anyone in my family, I wanted something to technically have everything ready for me.
Mm,
I was always scared of a business because I thought that I have to always go right from like from the head and to it, and I don't know how to make a platform. I don't know how like do most of the background job of that business. And I
yeah.
was always scared of that. But this business, because it came as like the first thing that I watched the webinar and I went through the trial, what I was found, it was like everything is automated, like 90% of the business is already done. And
Yeah.
a lot of people has tried it, and they, if they have failed or if they win, they now everything is ready for me because I'm not going to be making the same mistakes that they have made.
Yeah.
So and as I said, like everything is automated there for me and it's digital. So I am a conservative person. I want to have a business that is all kind of, I want to grow it, make sure that everything is kind of like done already, and then come out of my job because that's my goal. I want
Yeah.
to come out of my full-time job and do this business as full-time, like a lot of other people in our business are doing now. But I wanted to make sure that my business is strong enough. So this business, because I can do it on the side of my job, like my son, he goes, like you have kids as well, like when they go to bed, I usually have like a couple of hours to work on it. So it's very flexible, the flexibility, and not kind of going after people, like buying products, selling products. I
Yeah.
am not into those things at all. So these are the biggest feature, and it has a lot more feature. But these were the biggest things for me to
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
this.
And I can so relate. I mean, I can't see myself selling anything. Gosh.
No, me neither. I'm not that person too.
How long have you been doing this?
It's almost close to a year. It's a kind of like 9 months that I've been doing
Wow.
it. And I'm telling you, like every day, it's a new thing. Like
Yeah.
in 9 months, it might not seem very long, but I have been learning a lot within this 9 months. And I'm very, very grateful for this.
Yeah. Hi, Jody. Thanks for joining us. So what has surprised you the most, you'd say?
What has surprised me in this business?
Yes.
So, the best things that surprised me was the community of this business. Like, um, I think that's very important
Yeah.
because I've heard from people that they have done a business alone by themselves. Like they go to a platform, they are provided with maybe a couple of links, and then they are alone by themselves. But in this business, we have a huge community,
Yeah.
and anyone, not just my coach, because we all have a coach, we have a mentor, and then we learn how to become a mentor ourselves. But in this community, with the live masterminds that they do every week, and like everyone go to the masterminds, like they get to know each other, and like anyone that I reach out, if I had any questions or if I was stuck in something, I needed to get some explanation. Other than my coach, there has been always people ready to jump in and help. And that's what I love about it because I don't feel that I'm alone here. Like
Yeah.
especially with the personality that I have, I want to have like some people around me who can kind of maybe provide help. And at the same time, if I want to provide like help, I've already learned something. So it's kind of like a great community that I've never seen anywhere.
Yeah, I think what sets our business apart from the other online companies out there is the community,
Yes,
because it's a partnership, and it doesn't matter how far anybody is. You call somebody, or you email somebody. Somebody's always available to help, and
absolutely.
that is so different and special.
Yes.
And I think sometimes when people think about online, they think just like the pandemic, you're by yourself or with your computer and that's it. No, with this, there's a whole community behind you,
Yes.
and you never feel alone, because if you are really stuck, you are given a mentor, you are given a coach. I mean, what
Yes.
else can you ask for in an online business? Let
Yes.
me ask you, what are some of the challenges that you faced?
So for me, again, this is could be different from one person to another based on their experience, their lifestyle and everything. But for me, again, coming from just being an employee for years and years, I
Yeah,
always was provided with the training, and then I start the job. Technically, not
yeah,
I'm talking about the job, not a business.
yeah,
But in business, you start learning after doing like after gaining some experiences. So you kind of go through the you have to kind of try different things and make
yeah,
an experience, and then you learn out of it. But in a job, you go through a training first, and then they put you through the job. Here in this business, because we have the training as well, which is a very very thorough and detailed training,
mhm,
we did the same thing, but at the same time I felt like that I have to always experience as well, like on the side of the training. That was one of the challenges that I had, which I came actually over that challenge with great mentors again, and with the great community, because I started to feel like that if I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed, I started to follow my coach and I started to talk with them, and they provide me lots and lots of options. So it was a challenge first, but then I found a way technically to make it happen.
yeah,
And that's been that's a journey. Like for a business, it's a journey. You have to just look at it as a journey. I was looking at it as the goal. I wanted to get free time. I wanted to have more income. I wanted to do this and that. I started with that. So that was a challenge with me first. And then I started to realize that I have to enjoy this journey to get to that goal. So I don't have to always just to look for the money, to look for the free time, to look for like those things. Those are my goals that I have it on back of my mind, but I have to enjoy the journey as well.
yeah. You have to put in the work to get to that goal that you
Yeah.
want to see someday. Thank you, C, for watching us all the way from Wisconsin. Thank you so much for your support, C. So what keeps you motivated?
That's a very good question, actually, Joycelyn. Thank you for asking that. So, I usually motivate myself, even like when I have it, when I work like in as an employee. But for this business, because I started it and I have to keep moving and I have to keep the momentums and everything, my family and the faith that I have in this business, those are the things that get me motivated every day that I wake up. I know that I'm doing this for myself, for my family, for our future. So that's the biggest thing. And I do have the faith in this business because it's been working for years and years, and I do see the result. And now that I've been in this business for a few months, I'm getting the results as well. That's the faith that I have in this business as well.
Yeah. I like the feature of having this business as a legacy. It isn't that wonderful, like it's a legacy for your children. So even as you grow this business, knowing that you can live it for your 8-year-old boy, in 10 years will be 18, and
Yes,
you can just say, you know what, this is yours, take it. Isn't that
exactly.
even more motivational, like to keep
That's
going?
awesome.
uh
That's yeah, that's great. That's awesome. What I think that that was probably one of your motivation as well because you have the kids.
yep.
You have kids, right? Yes.
Yeah, that was like, oh my God, because where I'm from, nobody gives you anything. You have to start from scratch. And I don't want that for my kids. I want to build something that has my name on it and say, here, this is what you got.
Exactly.
It's and that to me it's everything.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely agree with you because the great thing is you grow the business, you bring it to the level that they can take it from there. That's the biggest part. They
Yeah.
already have everything ready for them. They can just take it from there if they want.
Uh, yeah. How important would you say mindset is in this business?
Mindset is everything to any, I think, business and to this business as well because um that was the mindset that kept me in that traditional thinking and in that employee mindset for years and years. And when I started this business, another thing that you asked about what surprised you, that was one of the other thing that surprised me a lot. They started with training your mind.
Yeah.
Technically, they provide you with great books, with great resources that you can go read and educate yourself. That how this journey is going to look like, and that opened my mind to lots and lots of opportunities that I've never thought that there are out there. I
Yeah.
knew, and I was watching people that I was very inspired with,
Yeah.
like women that they were very successful in their business, and I was always thinking, okay, no, this is not for me. I'm kind of like thinking another way. But by going through this business, by providing all those great advices, reading those books that I read, and I'm still reading, learning, because it's not something that you just kind of change your mindset like in a night. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen like that. It's a journey, but it's a very, very enjoyable journey because I started to find other part of my brain that I never thought that I could kind of get it work for me,
Yeah.
and in a very good way. So that kind of taught me, and I'm learning that in a mindset of a business owner, how you have to look at the whole world, how to look at like helping other people, not just thinking about yourself, not just thinking about like your busy life and kind of jumping around. And I actually started to be more like doing more yoga and taking care of myself as well. So a lot of great things like in a mindset that can help us in the business as well, because when you are not coming from a business mindset, it's very
Yeah.
hard to switch in. But they all, like this business has all the tools as well to even train your mindset.
Yes, yes. Because most of us don't have the business background or even the financial background at all, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really important that we switch our minds from the employee mindset to an employer or a business mindset, which is two completely different
Yes. Yes.
different mindset. So
Very.
if somebody is watching and they are interested or they feel like maybe I want to give it a try, what is the process they have to go through?
So the process is first watching our complimentary 90 minutes webinar,
Mhm.
which is usually like they can watch it either live, like here in Canada, it's like Tuesday and Thursday, and or they can go through just sending us their email, first and last name, and we will send them those links for that webinar. So when they watch that webinar, they are going to be provided with great people like sitting there. They're experienced people. They have been doing this business for a few years, and they will provide the kind of like the whole picture of this business.
Yeah.
But for anyone who's really interested, who's really want to make the change and they're curious to know more, the business plan will be provided to them through a 30 days trial. So for that 30 days trial to start, they have to pay $149 US, which is refundable. They have 30 days to go through the training. It's not kind of a training, it's kind of like a workshop, like a 3-4 hours of the workshop that they provide all the details of the whole business platform, like what are the companies that they are sponsored and they're connected to us, what are the commissions that they get. So they get all those details in that 30 days and they can make their decision. If they want to stay, they will be provided with a coach and a mentor. Like here, Joycelyn will be their mentor
Yeah.
and they will have a coach, and then they will start with the training. But if they didn't like it, they didn't think that it's a good fit for them, they're going to get their money back. They're not going to be losing anything. And I always say that people say like there's some so risk to this kind of getting into this. There's no risk whatsoever, because you are not losing anything. Even if you go through the 30 days trial, even if you pay the 149, if you didn't like it, the company will return that with no questions, no problems at all.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. The risk is not taking a risk.
I agree with you. That was a very good one. Thank you.
So today is the last Wednesday of 2022. Believe it or not. So if there's somebody out there that if you have to give an advice to, whether they are just scared or they are just fearful or just fence sitters, whatever term you want to give them, today is the last Wednesday of 2022. Next week by this time it will be another year, 2023. What advice would you give them?
The first thing I'd say is if nothing changes, nothing changes. Technically, if you don't take any step for yourself, for your life, no one will come over and grab your hand and say, come with me, I'm going to be making your life much better. So nothing changes if you don't take any steps. I've been doing that for years and years. I've been just living the kind of a routine life. I tried so many things, but within my own mindset, just being an employee. I tried so many companies, like jumping from one company to another and all those stuff, but I never opened my mind. What I say is try to look at life from different angle and sit back and look at the further future. I know that we always live that we always say that we live in the moment. We have to enjoy the moment. But that like today technically is was your yesterday kind of a thing. So you are making every effort that you make. It is going to be a big result out of it in the future for you, for your family. So if you are like a lot of us, you're scared, don't worry, because it's good to be scared. When you're scared, that means that you are making a progress. That means that you want to make a change. This being scared is not a bad thing. It's technically helping us to make a progress in our life, and to make a big change and to take a step forward. So we are here. We are like you, if you're watching. We have been scared. I'm still sometimes scared to come here live because I've never done it before. I started going live since I started this business. I was scared. I still, like, when I go through the training, they say like try this, try that. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's for me or not. But I start going back to my reason, to my why.
Yeah.
And when I see that my why is my family and it's time, the time is going by very fast. As you said, Joycelyn, we have like 1 year has passed. In few days, it's another year. And no one promised us that we're going to live another year or another 10 years or whatever. So let's make the best out of it. That's all I can say.
Oh my God. Thanks, B, for watching us. Oh, Masa. Oh my God. Thank you so much,
No,
so much for blessing us with your words. You know, guys, I know for sure that nothing changes if you do nothing. A year from now, if you don't do anything, you'll still be where you are with no progress, still complaining about things that you haven't changed because you haven't taken that step. So, as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step. You have to take that step. Nobody can take that step for you but you. You know, so if you want time freedom, freedom to see your kids milestone, financial freedom, have extra money, extra income, so you can involve yourself in projects that will leave legacies for your children. If you dream big, and start taking action, start taking steps that would make your dreams come true. So if that is where you are and if that's what you want, then definitely check my website or check Master's website and put your name and email and watch a free webinar. Watch a free webinar. You have nothing to lose but 90 minutes of your time. So I see you again in 2023.
Yes.
It's been a blast of a year. Thank you all so much for your support, for your love and sharing everything on my page. I created this page for you guys so you can be encouraged and you can educate yourself. And for all the guests that I've brought over this past few months, I am so grateful to each and every one of you. And Masa, you are the last one of 2022. So thank you so much for coming. And
Thank-
for everybody else, I say see you next year and thank you so much and have a blessed day.
Happy
Bye.
New Year, everyone. Bye
Happy New
bye.
Year. Bye.